So you have shot videos and photos on your phone for years. What we're going to do with this exercise is you're going to edit them and publish them all from free apps in your phone. I'm going to use iMovie because I have an iPhone, but if you have an Android, you can use Filmora Go or Power Director, Action Power Director. Both of those are free apps that you can download, and they operate very much like iMovie. So again, with an iPhone, iMovie; with an Android, your choice, Filmora Go or Power Director. They're both free apps. Filmora Go will put a watermark on the video, and that's perfectly fine for our purposes. So download one of those free apps. What I did is I went and shot some videos in my phone. This is actually an exercise I did for my wife's class. She also teaches visual storytelling. And so she's got some videos of me riding a scooter around in Austin. And so we're going to assemble those into a little action sequence. And again, the exercise here is to avoid jump cuts. So what we need are close-up detail shots or transitory shots where I ride right out of the scene or into the scene so that we don't have jump cuts of me on screen and then me on screen again. So that's what this whole exercise is about. And I've got some clips in here. You'll see them starting in the upper right corner with that red car in the street, some different clips of scooters. And so what I'm going to do is go to iMovie, and I'm just going to fire up, sorry. The heck? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load iMovie, and it opens up like this. And in fact, you'll see upper right corner a video similar to the one we're going to edit. What I'm going to do is hit the plus sign in the upper left corner. That starts a new project. So I've opened iMovie. Now I'm going to hit that plus sign, and we want a movie, not a trailer. So I'll touch movie, and it'll open this new project. Now what it's asking me is which video clips do you want to import? And if you see in the upper left corner, media with an arrow, I'm going to hit that media with an arrow to go back to this, and I'm going to select video, and at the top you'll see all. You might have to scroll up to get to it, but you'll see all. I'm going to touch all, and that'll give me all of my video clips. And so now what I'm going to do is scroll down until I see that sequence of those scooter shots, and they're down here. So I'm not going to import all of these, but I want to import some of these. So the way you import them is I'm going to pick one. I'll touch the screen and then hit the check mark. That one is now set to import. I'll grab the one above it. I'm going to import maybe half a dozen of these. The ones where you see me in the maroon shirt, that's an interview. I'm not going to use an interview today. So let me just grab a couple of other shots. That one, check mark. The wheel, check mark. This close up of the scanner, check mark. And then this one, check mark. And I'm set. At the bottom, I'm going to click Create Movie. I've got half a dozen shots highlighted in orange. It will import those into a video. So I've got a 1-minute video just like that already imported. Now I want to edit it. So I'm going to go back to the beginning, and I'm going to start doing some editing. But it brought those clips in and just slapped them on a timeline in order. It's a 1-minute, 1-second video. Now, first thing I want to do is shorten this first shot. I like this shot. I come riding along, get close to the camera and go past it, but it's way too long. I don't need all of that. So let me go back to the beginning. If I touch that clip once, it will highlight in yellow. Now I'm going to grab that left edge and drag it right, and I can edit the front off this clip, again, in my phone. So I just want to have a little bit of headroom there. Now I'm going to touch anywhere outside of that yellow rectangle, anywhere else on the timeline, and it saves that edit. So I go out of that shot. This is a nice transitory shot because I exit the shot. Now, one other thing I'll show you. If you look at the video, see how it's dissolving? I don't want to dissolve because I want you to shoot around jump cuts. So I want these transitions to be cuts, which is no transition, no dissolve, no wipe, just a cut, just a snap to the next piece of video. So if you look on the timeline at the bottom, there are two little triangles by the white line, the time marker there. If I touch those two triangles in that little box between scenes, it's going to give me the option to select none, bottom left corner. So I'm going to touch that vertical line in the bottom left corner, none. Now that transition is a cut. It just cuts to the next shot, and that's what I want. So make sure that box there is a vertical line or none or cut rather than a dissolve. Same thing here. I like this shot, but it's similar to the other one. It's too long, so I'm going to shorten that. I'll go back to the beginning of that shot, touch once, it's highlighted in yellow. Let me drag it to the right until maybe about there. we'll let that one go by. Now this one also gets shaky at the end because my wife was kneeling down on the ground. So the instant that wheel exits the scene, I want to edit it. So I'm going to touch the right edge, drag it in from the right, and same thing, get past that shakiness in this shot. So I exit the scene. Now there's a nice detail shot. I don't actually like that one, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to touch that clip, bottom right corner, see the word delete. I'm just going to delete it, and that clip is gone. There's a close-up of a wheel. I'm going to change this transition from a dissolve to none so that I have a cut. I like that wheel. I like the little detail of the timer. And now change this also to a cut. I think we're just about there. And this last shot is kind of fun. I actually step over a scooter on the ground and walk away. That's a nice closing shot, so I'll keep that one. So here's our video. I can play it. I zoom out of the first shot. I zoom out of the second shot in the street. There's a detail of the wheel. There's a detail of the scanner, the wheel going around on the QR code. And then our final shot, I step over the scooter and walk off. That's 5 or 6 shots. So my video is basically done. If I hit upper left corner, done, it's gonna save it in iMovie. And at the bottom, you'll see a share icon, the arrow up. I'm gonna hit that share icon and go right to YouTube. And it's going to let me share this project. I'll go ahead and hit share, upper right corner. It's publishing to YouTube just like that. We edited a video and published it in about 4 minutes on our phones. And that's what you're going to do, again, if you have an Android with Filmora Go or Power Director with an iPhone in iMovie, and your assignment is to go out and shoot half a dozen, 8, 10 shots, pick your favorites, go into a phone editor, edit them just like I showed you. No dissolves, shortcuts, no jump cuts, and then save it and publish it right to YouTube. If you can't publish to YouTube, it's okay. You can share it in Tracks assignments or email it to me.